Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 1978 Atlanta Braves baseball. We got the first of a four-game series in LA against the Dodgers. And leading off for the Atlanta Braves, batting, playing second is Gilbert. Batting second, playing center field is Office. Batting third, playing right field is Matthews. Batting fourth, playing left field is Burris. Batting fifth, playing third base is Horner. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Poker Roba. Batting seventh, playing first base is Murphy. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Rocket. Batting ninth on the mound is Camp. And for the LA Dodgers, we got leading off playing second base is Lopes. Batting second, playing shortstop is Russell. Batting third, playing right field is Smith. Batting fourth, playing third base is Say. Batting fifth, playing first base is Garvey. Batting sixth, playing left field is Baker. Batting seventh, on the catching is Fergosi. Batting eighth, playing center field is North. And on the mound, doing the pitching, batting ninth is BURT HOOTON. Let's get down to Dodger Stadium and get this game going. And we got Gilbert to lead it off here, batting .215 with one homer and 17 RBIs. This is BURT HOOTON's 16th start of the year. He is 6-7 with a 2.86 ERA. Here's the pitch to Gilbert. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Smith. That'll be out number one. And the next batter up is Office, and he's batting .272 with 3 homers and 22 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the other way to Baker. 2 up and 2 down here in the first. Now the Sarge comes up. Gary Matthews batting .272 with 7 homers and 26 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Russell. And that'll be thrown over to first. And I can see right now we're going to have to move some of these guys around here in Dodger Stadium. So let's do that before we get too far in the game. We'll move these infielders around here. Let's go to the ballpark. And let's see here. Dodgers nighttime. Yeah, we got to move some things around here. Catcher looks good. First baseman. Move him over here. Second baseman. Move him there. Shortstop over here. Third base here. Outfield looks good. Right-handed batter will move over here. Left. Move over here. First base. There. And third base. There. Now we'll do daylight also. We'll just start at the other end here. Do the third base first. Third base. First base. And that That should do it. Now let's get back to the game. It should make it look a little better, not as compact up the middle like that. That should be a little better, little better. We got Davey Lopes to lead off here for the Dodgers, and Davey's batting 246 with 7 homers and 27 RBIs. Rick Camp, this is his second start, his 21st game. He's 0-6 with a 7.96 ERA. Let's see if he can do a little better than that here against the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Lopes. That's going to be, he's not going to get no help down there by the Rocket. That's going to be an E6 as Sean joins us here. So his defense isn't trying to help him out. You got a runner down at first with great speed, and I don't think Davey's going to be long down there. We're going to do a hit and run with Russell, batting 248 with no homers and 33 RBIs. And that's going to pay off here against the righty. That's going to be a single in the right field, and Lopes will get down the third. So Camp already in a heap of trouble. The air sure didn't help him. Runners on the corner, nobody out. And Smith's up. And Reggie batting 328 with 12 homers and 44 RBIs. Russell down at first, Lopes at third. Play the infield back, and that's a big swing and a miss. Camp gets the big strikeout against Smith. Now there's 1 out and a double play here by the Penguin. Get Camp out of this mess. Ron Say's batting 285 with 12 homers and 45 RBI. And that's not going to work, I don't believe. Nope, that's going to be a single in the left field. Russell will stop at second, and the Dodgers are aboard here with an unearned run. And it's 1-0 Dodgers here in the bottom of the first. And now you got runners on first and second. Wait a second, I looked at the wrong board there, didn't I? Let's go back. I had first and second. That was first and third. So let's redo this here. That was a 55. Go back here and look at the Penguin. That was an 8 against an 11. And that is going to be a fly ball out the right field. Sorry about that, Camp. The run probably still going to score because Matthews ain't got a damn arm. That's for sure. I'll be fielding column 1. And that'll be a 49. So he probably still scores, but it won't be a base hit. Yeah, he's going to score, but it's going to be a sacrifice fly unearned run. There we go. Good thing I caught that. So the runner still scores, but now there's 2 outs and a runner down at first instead of first and second for Garvey. The old Popeye comes to the plate. And Steve Garvey's batting 274 with 12 homers and 67 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, a 7. And that's going to be a single. And now you got first and second. 2 outs for Dusty Baker. And Dusty Baker is batting 264 with 4 homers and 29 RBIs. And this ain't looking good. First and second. And this time it is going to be a hit. Like I say, it is first and second. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Office has got a good arm, but with 2 outs, Russell should score with his good speed. So that'll be a 2. It'll be a 55. So Russell will score. And the question is, will the runner get down the third? And with 2 outs, I'll say he will. Garvey's got average speed. Yep, so it'll be first and third. And now it's a 2-0 ball game. And Joe Ferguson comes to the plate now with first and third and 2 outs, batting .200 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that'll finally end the inning, as that's a fly ball out to Burst and left. The Dodgers scored 2 unearned runs and lead this game 2-0. Both of them should have been unearned with the second out. I didn't want to do that. What the heck? What are you doing here? I want to check the box score. Check the box score. It should be 2 unearned runs. Yep, 2 unearned runs. Just wanted to make sure. Now you got Burris, Horner, and Pokeroba due up here. See if the Braves can get some of these runs back. Jeff Burris batting .317 with 12 homers and 48 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Russell. He fires over to first, and there's one down. And Bob Horner comes to the plate. Only batting .210, off to a slow start since being called up, but he does have 4 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. And I ought to talk shit more, because that's going to be a base hit for Bob. He gets aboard here with a 1-out single. That brings up Pokeroba now. And Pokeroba is batting .243 with 6 homers and 24 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Russell's up with it, fires over to Lopes, over to Garvey, and that's a 6-4-3 double play. And that ends the inning. To the bottom of the second we go. Still a 2-0 game. Got North and Bird up, and then Lopes. And Bill North is batting .307 with no homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, 55 and a 40. And that's going to be hit out to center field. Office is out there today. And he makes a nice play, makes a nice catch. Take a hit away from North. Now there's one down. And Mr. Burt Hooton is batting .161 with no homers and 1 RBI. Let's see if Camp can get him out. Don't want the pitcher getting aboard here. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Matthews for out number 2. Now Davey Lopes comes to the plate. 0 for 1, but he did reach on the air and came around the score back in the first. And that's going to be a ground ball. This time the Rocket fields it cleanly against Lopes, fires over to Murphy. And there it is, 3 outs. And we go to the top of the third with the bottom third of the order due up here for the Braves. Murphy, Rocket, and Camp. Murphy's batting .223 with 16 homers and 34 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to North in center field for out number 1. And Pat Rocket comes to the plate. The Rocket batting .161. No homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball to his counterpart, Russell. He fields it cleanly, and there's quickly 2 outs. And Rick Camp comes to the plate. And Camp says he don't need no stinking DH. He is batting .333 on the year, folks, with no homers and no RBIs. And that's a ground ball down to Russell. Braves go quietly in the third. To the bottom of the third we go with Russell due up, followed by Smith and Garvey, the 2-3-4 hitters. And Russell is 1 for 1, came around the score in the first. And that's going to be another base hit by Russell. So Russell's aboard again here with a leadoff single. That brings up Reggie Smith, Dodgers already leading 2-0. Runner on first, nobody out. Camp struck out Reggie's first time up. And that's a swing and a miss. Camp's got Reggie's number today. So now there's one down and the Penguin up again. Can they get the Penguin to ground into a double play? Say he had a sacrifice fly his first time up. And that's going to be a base on it. That's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second or a pop up. It's going to be a ground ball down the second. See if they can turn 2 here. 43 and a 7. I doubt it. 43 will be filled in column 2. And they'll get the runner out at second. But that'll be it on the 4-6 put out. So now you got the Penguin down at first and Garvey up. Garvey is 1 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the 7. And that's going to be another base hit for Garvey. Garvey's figured Rick Camp out today. So Garvey's on there with 2 outs. Baker's up, runner in scoring position. And a 2-0 ball game. And Dusty's 1 for 1. He had an RBI single his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up back behind the plate. Pokeroba takes his mask off, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. The Dodgers strand 2 to the top of the 4th we go. You got the top of the order due up here for the Braves. Gilbert, Office, and Matthews. And Gilbert's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the righty, 18. And that's going to be a CNI single. Drops right in front of Bill North. Can't get to it. And Gilbert's aboard here with a leadoff single. Brings the tying run to the plate now. And Office is 0 for 1 today. Flew out the left. And that's going to be against the righty, 15. And man, they are just picking on North. He can't quite get to these balls. That's going to be a single in the center field. And that might be deep enough to get Gilbert over the third because North does not have an arm that's talk about at all. It'll be a 53. So Gilbert will get down the third. So now you got runners on the corner and nobody out. The Braves trying to make some noise here in the top of the 4th. And that brings up the Sarge here. Can he drive in a run here? Keep this merry-go-round going and get the Braves on the board with runners on the corner. Matthews grounded out the short his first time up. Does Office... Do we want to do a hit and run here with Sarge? That's the question. And I think we are. We're going to do a hit and run here. So, and that's going to be, I think we just screwed the pooch here. That's going to be a pop-up behind the plate. Well, let's see what the infield. Dodgers infield is a 10, 14. That is going to be a pop-up down the second. And does everybody get back? Everybody gets back. So that didn't work out. So now you got Jeff Burris up with 1 out and a runner still down at third and first. Jeff is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out his first time up. And against the righty an 18. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Baker in left field. 52 and a 2 is probably fielding 3. And that will be fielding column 3. And that'll be a 53, and that should get the run in. Yep, Gilbert will score on a fly ball out the left field with no throw. And that gets the Braves on the board, cuts the lead in half. Now you got Bob Horner up with a runner at first. Now there's 2 outs. Can Bob Horner deliver here? He singled his first time up. Not this time. That's a ground ball down the Lopes. He'll fire over to first. And that'll end the inning. But the Braves score 1, making a 2-1 ball game. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Got the bottom third due up here for the Dodgers. Ferguson, North, and Hooton. And Joe's 0 for 1. That's going to be a ground ball down to Gilbreth. He fires over to first. And there's 1 out. And Mr. North comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out the center. And that's going to be a base on balls. So North gets down to first. And that'll bring Hooton up. And they're going to ask him to bunt him down the second. Hooton's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a bunt. It's going to be bunted down the third. Warner's up with it. He fires over the first. With Murphy covering. But the runner will get in the scoring position now with 2 outs, and Davey Lopes is up. Lopes is 0 for 2. He did reach on an error and score in the first. And he gets a hold of this. And the Dodgers are going to get that run right back. And maybe then some. That ball is scorched out in the left field. And Burris can't get to it. And Davey, with his speed, he's going to run for a while. And that's going to be an RBI triple, folks. And it's back to a 2-run lead. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Now you got Lopes down at third with Russell up. And Russell is 2 for 2 against Camp. Can he get him out? And he finally gets him out. Rockets got the ball, fires over to first. But 1 run scores on the RBI triple by Lopes. And we go to the top of the 5th in a 3-1 ball game. You got Pokeroba, Murphy, and Rocket due up. Pokeroba grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Russell. Fires over to first, and there's 1 out. The Murph comes up now. Murphy flew out the center his first time up. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Hooton strikes Murph out. That's Bert's first strikeout of the game. Now the Rocket comes up. He's 0 for 1. And he gets a hold of this. The Rocket does. See where he deposits this at in Dodger Stadium. And that ball is blasted in the right field. He's got himself a 2-out double here. Rick Camp has his own cause. Drive in a run. Camp is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the righty. 11. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nice play by the Penguin down at third. Takes a hit away from Camp. Probably saves a run. And that'll win the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th in a 3-1 ball game. You got Smith, Say, and Garvey up. Reggie is 0 for 2 today. Not anymore, I don't think. Nope, that's going to be a base hit into right field. Reggie turns on that one. So Reggie's aboard here with a leadoff single, and the Penguins up. And let's see here. We're going to do a little hit and run. Penguin has grounded out and has a sacrifice fly. Trying to stay out of the double play. And that'll be an 11 and an 8. And that's going to work to perfection. That's going to be a single in the left field. And the runner will get down the third. And there's nobody out, and the Dodgers threatening again. And the Braves are going to bring the infield in here, try to keep that run from scoring. Garvey is 2 for 2. He's figured out Camp. Can he finally get him out here, folks? And that's going to be a team. That'll be I'm sure they're last. 7, 8, 11, 16. Yep. That's going to be a rare play. First and third, a rare play. And a 14 and a 37. And that'll be hit down the second. Can Gilbert make a nice play here? A 24 and a 7. A 24 and a 7. And that will be fielding column 1. So let's see if Gilbert can help his team out here. Safe at first, runner out at home. Nice play by Gilbert. He throws the ball in the Pocoroba. They put on the tag. And it keeps it a 3-1 ball game. Now you got runners at first and second, and 1 out now. And Dusty Baker comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He singled, drove in a run back in the first, 1 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Burris. That'll be out number 2. And can Camp get out of this first and third and nobody out, mess with nobody scoring? Joe Ferguson's up. He is 0 for 2. He is flown out and grounded out. And yes, he can, because that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out, and Rick Camp gets out of first and third, nobody out, and keeps it a 3-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 6th, and the top of the order is coming up. Gilbert, Office, and Matthews. Gilbert singled and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a 11. That's going to be an 18. That's going to be a nice play down there by Russell. He fires over to first. And that'll be out number 1. Now Office is up. He's 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Lopes. And quickly 2 outs here in the 6th. Can Matthews deliver here? He is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and popped up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Garvey. The Braves go 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. To the bottom of the 6th we go with the bottom part of the order due up here. North, Hooton, and back to Davy Lopes. North is 0 for 1. He did walk and come around to score his last time up. That's going to be a ground ball down to Murph. He takes it himself, steps on the bag, and there's 1 down. Bird Hooton had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Office makes the catch, and now there's 2 down. And now Davy Lopes comes to the plate. And Davy's 1 for 3 with that RBI triple his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Rocket. And Camp has a 1, 2, 3 inning. To the top of the 7th we go. The Braves trailing by 2. Got the big boys coming up, though. You got Burris, Horner, and Pocoroba. See the team comparisons. Braves are 27 and 49, trying to avoid losing 50 games. They have struck out 395 batters, walked 234, given up 102 doubles and 25 triples. And the Dodgers are 46 and 32. They've struck out 433 batters, walked 280, given up 134 doubles and 10 triples. And Burris is 0 for 1, had to sacrifice flies last time up. And against the righty, That is going to be a fly ball out to center field. North makes the catch, and there's one down. Bob Horner comes to the plate now, 1 for 2 today. And he's going to get another base hit. That's a ripped into the right field off the wall. And Bob Horner is 2 for 2 as 2 for 3 today. And now he's in scoring position for Pokeroba. And Biff is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short both times. Can he deliver this time? And yes, he can. He squares this one up, folks. Where's Biff going to deposit this one? And that ball is hit into the right field gap. Actually, that is hit in the left field. And that'll score the runner. And now you still got a runner down in second. So the tying run at second, 1 out, and the Murph's up. Can Murphy tie this game up? He is 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Dale Murphy has just given the Braves 4-3 lead here on the top of the seventh. Getting roughed up. They go out and talk to him, get the bullpen up. Gives up the gopher ball to Murph. That was Murphy's, 14th or 15th? Might have been 17th homer. 17th homer and 35 and 36th RBI. Murph might be leading the National League in homers now. Now you got the Rocket up. And 1 down. He's 1 for 2. Doubled his last time up. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. He gets under it, and that'll be out number 2. And the question is, do we go to the bullpen here? Who is coming up? You got the righty, switch hitter, and then the righty. 2 outs and nobody on. We're going to let Camp try to get through the 8th, so we're going to let him bat. It'll be a short leash. If anybody gets on, we'll take him out, but we're going to let him bat here. He is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out twice. And that's going to be a base on ball. So Camp gets on board here with a walk. Now Gilbert's up. Can Gilbert deliver here and give Camp some insurance? Gilbert's 1 for 3 today. Singled and scored. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. BURT strikes him out. That ends the inning, but the Braves score 3, 2 of them on the homer. We go to the 7th inning stretch in a 4-3 ball game. Like I say, you got Russell Smith and the Penguin duo up here in the bottom of the 7th. And it'll be a short leash, that's for sure, for Camp. So Russell is 2 for 3, singled twice and grounded out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Horner. He fires over to first, and there's 1 down. And Smith's up. He is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up against Rick. And that's going to be a fly ball out the office in center field. That'll be out number 2. 2 up and 2 down here. Now the Penguin comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Had a sacrifice fly. Singled his last time up. And that's going to be another fly ball out the office. Camp has a 1, 2, 3, 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still a 4-3 ball game, and that'll probably be it for Camp as Garber's warming up in the bullpen. And they're going to let BURT finish this 8th inning. They got the bullpen up just in case. He's got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Office, Matthews, and Burris. And that's going to be a base on balls for Office. And that's going to be it for BURT. Let's see who's going to come in here. think Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. Let's see here. Yeah, Charlie's going to come in. Where is he at? Up at the top there. As BURT pitches 7+ innings. BURT's done. He's got a runner on first as his responsibility. And Charlie, this is his 18th appearance. He's 2-0 with 3 saves and a 3.86 ERA. Office down at first. Do they want to try to steal? That's the question. They're going to let Matthews hit away here. Matthews is 0 for 3. He is grounded out twice and popped up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Charlie strikes him out for out number 1. Jeff Burris is up now, and Burris is 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice fly in the game, though. And that's going to be a pop-up down the third. The Penguin calls for it, makes the catch. And there's now 2 down, and Office is going to try to take off and steal here. Try to get in scoring position for Horner. And that'll be a 23. 45 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. And now Horner's up with a runner down at second. 2 outs. And that's going to be a ground ball. Damn, it might be a line drive. That's going to be a foul ball out in the right field. Garvey goes back, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 4-3 ball game here. And what do we want to do? I think we're going to do the old double switch here. Gilbert's going to move over to third. Royster's going to come in the game and bat in the 9 spot and play second. And Garber will come in and bat in Horner's spot. So we'll do the old double switch here. And that'll be it for Camp. This Camp goes 7 innings, 3 runs, and 8 hits. So we'll do the old double switch. Gotta love not having a D stinking H. So first we'll move Gilbert over to the third. Garber will come in and bat in the 5 spot. And Royster will come in and play second and bat in the 9 spot. There we go. A new pitcher, a new third baseman, and a new second baseman. And they got Garvey, Baker, and Fergosi due up here. And Garber, this is his 5th appearance for the Braves since being traded by the Phillies. He has 2 saves and a 3.52 ERA. Garvey is 2 for 3 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Garber strikes him out for out number 1. Dusty Baker comes to the plate now, 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the first. And that's going to be against the righty. 18 and an 8. That's going to be a fly ball out to Office in center field. And there's quickly 2 down here in the 8th. And Fergosi comes to the plate. And Joe's 0 for 3. He is flown out, grounded out, and struck out. And he gets a hold of this one off of Garber. Let's see where this one lands at. That's going to be a Base hit in the right field. Matthew gets over. Joe, with his speed, makes the turn, but Matthew holds him to a single. So now their lead go-ahead runs at the plate. Tying runs at first. 2 outs, and North is up. Let's see, are they going to go to Monday? Monday. Yep, Monday's going to come in for North. Pitch hit here. That'll be it for North. As Monday's going to come in here and bat from the left side. Monday's batting .306 on the year with 7 homers and 37 RBIs. 2 outs, a runner at first, and a 4-3 ball game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Garber strikes him out. And that ends the 8th. The Dodgers strand 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still a 4-3 ball game. Monday's going to stay in the game here. Let's see what we got to do. And let's see what we want to do here. Do we want to move these? Monday's got a darn good arm. Let's see here. What's Baker's arm? Baker will stay where he's at. What is... So Monday will come in and play center field. And you got Pocoroba, Murphy, and Rocket due up here in the top of the 9th. Can the Braves get Garber some insurance runs here? Pocoroba's 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI his last time up. And he gets a hold of this one again. Pocoroba's having a nice game here in LA. And that ball is smashed out in the right field for a leadoff double. Yeah, exactly. It might actually be a Monday game. I'm not sure. The actual schedule. Yeah. Might be a Monday game. Now you got leadoff double. And the Murph's up now. And Murphy is 1 for 3 with that big 2-run homer his last time up. Let's see what the Murph can do now. Can Murph drive in Pocoroba? And that's going to be a 37. And the pitcher, a 56 and a 2. 56 and a 2. That'll be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a rare play because he's got a BK0. So a rare play on a 37. The runner at second. And we'll re-roll the dice here. That'll be a 35 and a 37. And that'll be hit out to center field. And Monday just came in the game. The ball finds him. And a 25 and a 25 and a 2. Should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a fly out to center field. And Pocoroba's not going to try to get over to third. No need getting thrown out. So Murph flies out to center field. And there's 1 down. And the Rocket's having a damn good game. 1 for 3 doubled in this game. And that's going to be a 64 and a 5. That might be fielding column 3. And it is 64 and a 5, barely fielding column 3. And that'll be out at first. And Pocoroba will get down to third. Ball hit back to the mound. Charlie's up with it. Now you got the runner down at third, and this is Jerry Royster's first at bat after coming in with the double switch. Royster's batting .276 with no homers and 18 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to the Penguin. He fires over to first, and that'll end the inning. And the Braves strand one. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It is a 4-3 Braves lead. We'll have a pitch hitter for Charlie, and then back to the top of the order. See who's going to come out of the dugout here. The pitch hit. He got another lefty. So Johnny Oates, another catcher. So Johnny Oates is going to come off the bench. They got three catchers on the roster. So Johnny Oates is going to come out here and pitch hit. And Oates is batting .400 on the year with no homers and 4 RBIs. Can Garber get him out? And that'll be a fly ball out to Matthews. Probably should have took Matthews out of the game. But there's one out. And we're back to the top of the order. And Lopes is 1 for 4 with an RBI triple. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a nice play by Garber. Knocks that ball down, picks it up, just gets Lopes with his speed, and now there's 2 outs. And it's up to Bill Russell. Russell, 2 for 4, 2 singles and 2 ground outs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to the Rocket. And that'll end the game, folks. And the Braves win this one 4-3. I think that's 2 in a row. Braves got a 2-game winning streak. Let's take a look here at the box score. And the Braves, 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Dodgers, 3 runs, 9 hits. So the Dodgers out-hit the Braves, but couldn't outscore them, and no errors. And remember, that error cost the Braves those 2 runs. Camp pitched a hell of a game. So you had Murphy with a 2-run homer. Bob Horner was 2 for 4. The Braves were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 5 men on. Russell and Garvey both had 2 hits. Russell was 2 for 5. Garvey 2 for 4. You had Lopes with that RBI triple. They were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 8 men on base. Rick Camp gets his first win of the year. He's 1-6, 7 innings. Like I say, he pitched a hell of a game. 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 3. Garber comes in, gets his 3rd save for the Braves. 2 innings, 1 hit, and 2 strikeouts. Burt Hooton picks up his loss. He's now 6-8. 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 2, and gave up the homer to Murph. Charlie comes in, pitches 2 innings, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. Now let's see what happens here. Well, since we've already played all the American League games, we'll just do it this way. We'll play all the National League games at one time and then go back and look at the box score. A little quicker this way. Alrighty, the first game is the Astros against the Reds. Houston wins 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The Reds 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. And you got the Expos taking on the Pirates. Expos win 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Pirates 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. And then you had the Padres and the Giants. Let's see what the Stars for. Jones with the complete game. I bet, buddy. Sorry about that. I hate when I can't get any sleep. And Giants win 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. The Padres 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. And the last game on July 4th is the Cubbies and the Cardinals. Let's see what this is. And Roberts throws a complete game. And the Cubbies 9 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. Cardinals 3 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Let's take a look here at the the standings and leaderboard in the National League. Phillies are still 2 games up on the Expos. The Pirates are 7 games back. The Cubbies 9.5. And the Cardinals or Mets are now 19 games back. And out west, the Giants, with the Dodgers' loss, are now 3 games up on the Dodgers. Padres are 7.5 games back. The Astros 8.5. Reds 12.5. And the Braves are still 20 games back on a 2-game winning streak, folks. Can they keep it up? Jack Clark's leading the National League with a .336 batting average, and Dale Murphy has taken over the lead in homers with his 17th homer of the year. Excuse me. And Steve Garvey's leading the league with 67 RBIs. Steve Rogers is leading the National League with a 2 ERA, leading with 13 wins, and Raleigh Fingers has 18 saves for the Padres. George Foster's leading in the MVP voting, and Steve Rogers is leading in the Cy Young. This was the first game of a 4-game series, so let's see who the next pitching matchup in this series is going to be. On July 5th. And it's going to be Mr. Hanna going up against Don Sutton. So Preston Hanna going up against Sutton. Advantage, you would think, Dodgers. Let's see, maybe the Braves can pull out another win, get 3 in a row. I want to thank World's Worst Gamer Sean for stopping by today. And if you haven't already done so and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell and like button. Helps the channel out and don't cost you a dime. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.